Lana, the news that Parkview Golf Course might be sold and turned into a housing development is kind of a controversial topic. Luckily for you guys, we have Luke Moe live from the golf course. Good morning, Moe.
Thank you, guys. I am live here at Parkview Golf Course where the rumors have been flying. Parkview has been the only golf course in the Eagan city limits since Carriage Hills closed its doors 8 years ago. Parkview may be following in those footsteps. I sat down with course manager Jesse Folsom to get more.
The situation is that the owners of Parkview have met and discussed the possible sale of the course with some development group, and they have come to an agreement, but that is it is pending. It's based on whether the City Council and Met Council approve the rezoning of the golf course to from residential to a low density or high density residential family.
Now, Alana and Justin, I just received news that the Advisory Council of Eagan denied the builders' claims to build these 170 to 200 homes ranging from $250,000 to $600,000. Jesse went on to tell me that the course will remain open through the season, at the earliest a close in late October or early November of this year, and the meeting for the City Council on this issue is June 19th. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Luke.
This year's strain of the flu is proving to be particularly dangerous and is the worst one we've seen since 2004.
We talked to Ms. Hook to get more insight on this pandemic.
With flu season in full swing, Eagan High School has been feeling its wrath. With over 26 diagnosed cases of the flu here late last week, the nurse's office has become one very busy place.
I had a couple days last week where I kind of came out of here and went, wow, and not with people who just came in and said, I don't feel good. These were people that could not stand up.
With 27 deaths to Minnesotans this flu season, 2 coming from teenagers, the Center for Disease Control and other health professionals are proceeding with caution. But how can you tell if it's the flu versus a viral infection?
Really, the deal breakers for trying to figure out if you have the flu are, do you have a cough, sore throat, runny nose, a couple of respiratory symptoms, but the defining factor is, do you have a fever over 100?
And if you do think you have the flu, here are some basic guidelines to treat yourself.
Go home, do not have contact with other people, stay home until you're fever-free. Tons of fluids and rest and pain relievers help a lot.
And unlike Manti Te'o's girlfriend, this strain of the flu is a very real thing, and it's a lot stronger than it has been in previous years. It's predicted to be the worst since the early 2000s. This strain also spreads a lot quickly in confined spaces like a school, so you want to make sure that you're using your hand sanitizer and your wipes, sneezing into your elbow instead of projectile sneezing onto your friends.
So, Luke, how is this week looking in terms of school absences for the flu?
That's a question. Last week on Friday, we actually had 27 confirmed cases of the flu, which is a very high number. That was the peak of Eagan High School. Today alone, we've had 13 cases of the flu come in, so that number is down, but we are not out of the woods yet because the state has not peaked. But we are taking precautions at the school over the weekend. The janitors scrubbed down the entire place. The entire nurse's office was disinfected, so steps are in place. So just make sure you're sneezing into your arm and washing your hands and staying away from the boys, and you'll just be just fine.
Thanks, Luke. You look dashing, by the way.